All right, according to the board, it says, my name is Monica Branham, and I'm supposed to speak loud, so, and not the phone part, which is good for me.
Okay, cool.
Um,
This is great. All right, cool.
all right, so leaders must make the decision to have change for a variety of reasons. They go all over the board, planned, unplanned. Changes can be made as technology evolves, which is what I see a lot, and federal regulations, because I'm a banker and we have lots of federal regulations. Changes are made due to change in leadership, financial cutbacks. Changes are made when times are good, when times are bad. In the financial industry, the one thing that I've been able to count on in 30 years is that it will change. Like it or not, it will change. And if you don't like it, hold on, be different. So, currently I work for Capital Bank. Give you a little background. Capital Bank was established in 2010 by a group of investors that basically purchased 3 failed banks from the Federal Reserve. So basically what that meant is if Capital Bank didn't come in and buy them, you would have shown up at the bank and they would have been padlocked. And yes, you would have eventually gotten your money from the Federal Reserve, but it would take a while. Okay? So this bank comes in and is created by buying these banks that are failed. Banks failed during the financial crisis for a multitude of reasons, but a lot of it had to do with bad leadership, bad decisions. Okay? So from the economy and from the community, Capital Bank came in and saved what was known as Greene County Bank. It was bad because customers were mad. Because basically at Greene County Bank they had one answer, and that was, sure, I'll give you that loan, and not everybody needs it. Capital Bank wanted to become the regional bank of choice by saving our clients money, making our clients money, protecting their money, which was a big one, and adding convenience. You can bank anywhere, but you bank with me. So, evolutionary changes, we see a lot. They can be gradual, they're incremental, but you know what? Somebody had to start it. Okay? I don't know about y'all, I'm old. Okay? 1969, the first ATM machine. Can you imagine living without an ATM machine now? 1977, your ATM card, they came up with the debit card, MasterCard Visa logo on it. 1980, online banking. These don't seem that far away, or at least they don't for me. These things were created, and these are things that we use every day. But when I started college many years ago, there were like 4 of us in the small community school that had ever even worked on a computer. So, just kind of tell you. Consumers demand more features. As your cell phones, everybody's in here with these smartphones, and we're taking pictures and we're sending it to Dr. Hallman. As the smartphone technology increases, so does your demand to do things. And we have to keep up with it. We have to evolve. So in 2016, the leadership with Capital Bank made the decision to purchase new electronic banking software. Okay? The old system that does your online banking, your bill pay, was outdated. It was slow. It was ineffective. We needed to improve the customer experience with added convenience that allowed faster, more reliable. If you said you needed your bill to be there on that day, we need it to be there, okay? It also allows multiple accounts to be used to pay bills, because I don't know about y'all, but I don't keep all my money in one account. I got it all over the place because my kids get a hold of it. We needed to add additional features and benefits, person-to-person pay. I love the commercial. You and I are going to go to lunch, and I'm going to hit a button and pay you right back because I left my wallet. Worked a lot better the old way. Apple Pay, Android Pay, everybody loves Starbucks and they can walk in and go and pay. Reduces the need for in-branch transactions with new transfer capabilities. Great for the consumer, not so good for the banker. So definitely advantages and disadvantages. Sounds like a great change, right? 2017 implementation communication. This is what our customers and our employees got. Online banking will be unavailable for 24 hours for maintenance and updates. Not, we're going to completely change your system. And next time you sign on, it will be completely different. It will look different and it will act different. Corporate leadership only let those key banking divisions know. IT, electronic banking, but nobody in the branch, nobody customer facing even knew that it was going to go on. So, what went wrong? No, what went terribly wrong? Okay, so imagine the decision to change was made without creating a sense of urgency because we didn't know it was going to happen, so why would we care? The new software overloaded the network, causing the system to crash. So, bank employees showed up on a Friday morning with no computers. None. And we had no computers all day. So we couldn't tell you your balance, we couldn't make a transfer, we couldn't do anything. Escalated interactions with clients is probably an understatement. We lost customer confidence, we lost employee confidence, to be real honest with you. So, you know, I picked this change because it was one that just, in my 30 years of banking, went as bad can go. So, do you call it a failure? Do you call it a success? Well, see, there we go. It failed. But the reason that they were doing it was a good reason. It needed to happen. Change isn't always easy, and while we make plans, when we make changes to kind of avoid any issues and in any of our businesses, you can't always assume everything. So what I did appreciate was that the leadership response to the crash was prompt and professional. So while I lost a lot of employee confidence, I actually gained some because they realized what we had gone through that day. As a bank, we did learn from the experience, and they were able to change and learn and make it a success eventually. In conclusion, as a mid-level manager, it's important to have open communication with my employees when I have the knowledge of a change. It's important for me. I get them all together. Anytime I go to a meeting, I tell them exactly what's happened. As a leader, I've got to be positive. I've got to be confident in changes that are being made. In order to lead a revolution, you got to be brave. Can you imagine the first person that says, I'm going to put up an automatic teller machine in the middle of New York City? No. It's important to build relationships so that when things do go wrong, they got somebody to call. This class, in the final note, is a perfect time for me because, yeah, all that kind of happened last January. Well, December the 9th, Capital Bank has become a subsidiary of First Tennessee, which means over the next 6 to 8 months, we're going to become another bank. And in my 30 years, this is the first time I've been the bought employee. So I have no idea. This is a great time of change, and every day I get new information, new changes. I've got to learn everything new. But as a manager, I've got to be positive, and I've got to be upbeat. So, amen. And then.